income to spend in the economy.
I know another issue that's close to your heart is what happened in the Supreme Court this past week with the Defense of Marriage Act, it being overturned. What does this mean in real terms for people in Wisconsin? Because we do have a gay marriage ban here. It's not going to change that at all. They did make that ruling that the states can decide. So what do gay and lesbian people in Wisconsin have to look forward to because of this ruling?
Well, it's a little bit complicated, but not too much so. We're increasingly going to be surrounded by states that have chosen marriage equality. Minnesota, Iowa, I expect Illinois will join their ranks pretty soon. And so it's not too much of a burden for a same-sex couple who wants to get married and live in Wisconsin to go to Minnesota or Iowa, become married, and return. What it means for that couple in Wisconsin is the federal government will recognize their marriage, even if the state won't. Now, the states obviously have a lot of rights and responsibilities that they associate with marriage that, will be deprived some couples in Wisconsin will be deprived of those. But at the federal level, there are many programs that reference marriage, and the federal government will recognize those marriages, and these couples will be treated equal to others.
Do you think there's a possibility, because you mentioned Iowa and Minnesota, and I think you're right, Illinois probably will be next or among the next states that pass this. Do you worry at all that there are gay and lesbian couples who might say, you know what, Wisconsin doesn't want us here, so we're going to go to Minnesota or we're going to go to Iowa? Is that a real possibility, and what could be the economic impact of that?
Yeah, I don't know that there's been studies, but I certainly hear anecdotally, rights matter. And if you feel that you are not respected, you're a second-class citizen, your marriage is a second-class marriage, sometimes that does impact people's choices. But I think more importantly, we are a democracy here, and there's a process by which we can change the state constitution, and I hope that people who care about Wisconsin being a state where there is equality for all will begin that process.
I want to ask you, we're almost out of time, but I do want to ask you a little bit about the NSA data collection program, because you were somebody from the start with the Patriot Act going forward who has been against any kind of invasion on civil liberties and privacy rights. Senator Johnson is in favor of it. President Obama has done a 180 on this issue. He was a staunch critic. Now he's a staunch defender. Are you disappointed in the president in this respect?
Well, I would not say that, and I think I don't sit on the Senate Intelligence Committee, but obviously we're being briefed. What I would say that I've learned over the time since I was on the House Judiciary Committee and the Patriot Act was put together is that what the Obama administration has done is bring some of the surveillance programs, or all of them, under the Patriot Act or the FISA Act, as opposed to having them freestanding activities that were, just done by virtue of an executive order. I was very troubled by what was happening under the Bush administration. I certainly still want to know more and learn more to satisfy myself that there are legal safeguards. But back to my original vote on the Patriot Act, I feel like we blurred some lines that affect our basic constitutional rights as U.S. citizens to be free of government surveillance, and I think we ought to have a public debate moving forward. These things need to be revisited from time to time.
Do you think Edward Snowden's a traitor? Should he be brought in?
I think Edward Snowden needs to be held accountable for what he has done by releasing classified information. I wouldn't want any investigation to be disrupted because of this, and these are serious issues. I don't want to ever make light of the fact that there are people's lives at risk. But again, I was thinking earlier about one of our founders' comments. Benjamin Franklin said, those who would give up freedom for security deserve neither. And we need to be constantly vigilant about these issues.
All right. Well, Senator Baldwin, thanks so much for taking so much time for us.
My pleasure.
And we'll see you soon.
Great.
And you're going to be, I know, in the state for the next couple of weeks. You're going to be in Wausau, La Crosse.
We're going to be traveling around.